host of the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Illinois Fighting Illini taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Coffee. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Illinois' return team will have that offense backed up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Just feeds the running back. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Illinois right back to the line. The give to the lone running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got him looking one, but they're going to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive line in their block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the USC Trojans offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective team.
He's off to the races. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle, safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. They're bringing heat. He's right on target. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Duarte. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first.
And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. Inside the... No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Oklahoma State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Pokes team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Lost the defense is wide open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun to give to the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy back?
And it's caught! Touchdown, Trojans!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. He'll bring it out. It's Coffee. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Red pass, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Illinois lining up quickly. Off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. Big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. And the Trojans get it past the sticks. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Running back searching for a hole. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And the returner will be knocked down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Connection to the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, wants to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more snap coming before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. He lost one down the sideline. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in L.A. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game.
And he breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds just enough daylight to work its way up to the 19-yard line. Illinois right back to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Running it back, it's Duarte. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure on.
Going to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the ground, he's got it again. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Illinois lining up quickly. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
And that one sails through the back of the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights. It's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting those threats.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Trojans. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He's going to pass on second down. The throw. He makes the connection. Smashes through. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Illinois right back to the line. Good enough for a first down. Got his man quickly. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, USC! And the stomping has commenced. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Jacksonville State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Sam Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Second down coming up. They're going to throw it again. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Dances away from the heat. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Offense about to reel off its seventh play of the drive. Wants to fire on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Just working and poking and prodding and fighting his way up to the 36.
And how good does that feel, right? You got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the team.
And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal. And
the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll pull it down. Oh, the ball's on the ground. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Touchdown, Trojan. And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Coffee. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they got it in the red zone at the 16.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Grabs it in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, just keeps firing. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Nose tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He looks that one in nicely. They get him down after he makes the catch. Here on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner, and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they've just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.